Good day, guys. This is your tutor engineer. Now, this is a very interesting grade 11 exam question. So let's go for it. In the diagram below, we've got point P. Here is point P. It's a point on such that OP is 25. So this will be our radius, 25. R is the point on the x-axis over here. ROP is beta, then you have angle beta over here, where 180, beta is between 180 and 270 degrees. So that should be straightforward. 180 is over here, and then 270 degrees is over here. So now let's go for the first question. Says calculate the value of x. So the value of x should be the x coordinate of point P over here. So that should be easy. We're going to construct a right angle triangle. So that's 90 degrees over there. Since the radius is 25 already established, the y value is minus 24. And then the x value, which is the x coordinate, is somewhere over there on the triangle. Now we're going to apply the theorem of Pythagoras. We'll say, okay, that's 4.1.1 r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. Then r is 25, that should be squared, x squared, then y, you said it's minus 24 squared. So when you say 25 times 25 squared, you get 625 plus x squared, then minus 24 squared. That will give us 576. Okay, now this should be straightforward. We have 625 minus 576 is equal to x squared. 625 minus 576, and then putting everything under the square root, we'll have x squared is equal to square root of 625 minus 576. So putting a square root both sides, x is equal to, so using your calculator you'll get 7, right? So your answer should be positive or negative 7. But look at the quadrant. This is the negative part of the x-axis. So you have to choose x is equal to minus 7. So definitely we'll say x is minus 7 here. And then 5.1.2, without using the calculator, you must determine sine beta. So the value of sine beta, we know sine beta is y over r. Ry is minus 24, r is 25. So this should be straightforward. You're not going to use a calculator, you're just going to leave it in a fraction form like that. Then question B, cos of 180 minus beta. So first of all, let's simplify this. Cos of 180, that should be falling, this should be falling on the second quadrant. So on the second quadrant, cos is negative, so we're going to write and simplify it to minus cos beta. So cos beta, we know that it's x over r with our trigonometric ratio. Then x is minus 7 from the previous question, and then r is 25. So the answer here is 7 over 25. And then tan squared minus beta. First of all, we're going to simplify this as tan. You can rewrite it as tan of minus beta. Then we say everything squared. So you're allowed to do this. Now we'll notice that tan minus beta falls on the fourth quadrant. On the fourth quadrant, tan should be negative. right? Since tan is the ratio of y and y and an x. Yes, it's a ratio of y and x. So tan should be negative, so we'll write minus tan beta, so still all squared. And then minus tan beta, we know that it's minus y. Sorry, that's equal to, made a mistake here. Let's just fix that one. Remove this y. Then we'll have equal to minus y over x all squared. Okay, we know that y is minus 24. So for y, I'll replace it by minus 24. X is minus 7. So everything is going to be squared again. So that should give us 24 squared is 576 divided by 7 squared should be 49. This is the value. Now let's go to 4.1.3. T is the point on OP such that OT is 15. Now let's try and visualize this. So T is the point on OP, so T is somewhere over here. Okay, so the question is determine the coordinates of P. Okay, now let's show that the coordinates of P are what is written here. Let's prove this without the use of a calculator. So now let's go back to our diagram. Now let me just choose a color for the optics. So I'll choose the coordinates of t as x, t, and y, t. So xt is over here on the x-axis, and then yt will be over here. And then we're given that ot is 15. So that's the radius. It's the radius over here. And we know from the distance OP we're given, the R is 25. So this the whole distance of the big triangle. Now let me just do this for simplicity. Let me remove that triangle and just draw a nice one on the side here. This is a big triangle of this is point P, and then this is point O, and this is point T. Now OT is 15, and then this entire distance is 25, like that. So this is 15, and the other one is 25. And then this will call it, sorry, this should be YT. The y coordinates of t, it's YT. Then this is XT. You know that this whole distance here all the way over here is 24, which is minus, and then this whole distance from O of the big triangle is minus 7. So we're going to use proportionality of the big and the small triangle. Let's start with YT. Proportionality will say YT divided by the corresponding side of the bigger triangle, that's minus 24, is equal to, we've got 15 here, it's always a small side divided by the bigger side, so 15 divided by 25. So this will give us YT. Let's simplify this first. Minus 24 is equal to, so 15 over 25 is the same as 3 over 5. So we can multiply by minus 24 both sides. So it will give us YT is equal to, so 3 times 24 should give us minus 72. This and then 5 will come back as it is. So this is the y coordinate for point T. Now let's do the same for the x coordinates. So we've got xt, which is xt divided by the corresponding longer side, which is minus 7, is equal to 15 over 25 as well. 15 over 25. So this we know that 15 over 25 is the same as 3 over 5, right? So multiply by minus 7 this side, multiply by minus 7 to solve for xt. Then xt is 3 times minus 7 is minus 21 over 5. So basically our point T is minus 21 over 5. That's the x coordinate, and then the y coordinate is minus 72 over 5. Now let's check if you got everything accordingly. I think we did. Yes, we did. Now let's do the final question. Determine the area of ROT. Determine the area of triangle ROT. Now let's change the color for that. So you'll realize that ROT here is R, O, and T. Now this should be the triangle. This is the area of this triangle. Now we know that the area of triangle is base, which is this length here. We know that the x coordinates of R is 12, so the base there is 12. Then YT is going to be our height. This is the height of the triangle, same as YT. We know that YT is minus 72 over 5 from the previous calculation. So that should be straightforward. So we'll say here, question B, the area is half base times height. The base is 12. Sorry, the base is 12, and then the height is 72 over 5. So okay, that's 1 over 2, not 1 over 12. We just make it more prettier. So 1 over 2 times 12 is 6 times 72 over 5, and then we'll have 6 times 72 is 432 over 5. So if you want to write it in terms of decimals, we'll have 84.4 square units of an area. So that is it. If you like the lesson, please hit the like button and consider subscribing.